with Ted the Trumpet. His real name is Simon.
Yes.
He's just finished performing in the ambient room, the chill room. So can you tell us a bit about what his style is and how that fits into the Algorave genre as a whole?
Okay, what I'm doing here brings in together three things which I do. The first one is Ted the Trumpet is a clue because I'm a trumpet player. So I was originally a jazz trumpet player, so that's one of the elements I'm bringing in live trumpet what I'm doing. The other element is obviously live coding and Algorave, which I'm using the programming language Super Collider, which I've been working with for a couple of years. And the third element of that is my other interest, which those of you who are knowledgeable about these kind of things may have got it from the shirt. I'm experimenting in Indonesian gamelan music as well. So I was using gamelan samples in Super Collider and playing trumpet as well. So that's what I went for tonight.
And is Ted the Trumpet the only act of its kind?
Yes, absolutely unique. I think I'm the only live coding, trumpet playing, gamelan musician on the planet, as far as I know. The minute this goes out, 40 other people will say, no, I'm doing the same thing. But as far as I know, yes.
And when did you start first getting into Algorave?
I first got into Algorave. Gee, that's a good question. How did that happen? As someone who's worked, I've been a contemporary composer, but I've also worked a lot with technology all throughout my career. And you just go through lots of different tools. Like, I used to work with sequencers, and then I used to work with Maximus P. And always I had an interest in algorithmic composition and wanting to make music using the numbers. So rather than write the notes, you say, these are the notes I want, and you let the computer figure the notes out. And I've been doing that for many years. I did it originally in a ClarisWorks spreadsheet, believe it or not. I had a formula in a spreadsheet that generated MIDI notes, and I did that. So this is years and years later. The big thing that happened was when Super Collider went free and open source. Because that was, James McCartney did this famous post saying he's got a job with a major fruit company. He got a job with Apple, made Super Collider free and open source. It's not $200 anymore. I'm going to get a copy, and that was the kind of start of me working with that kind of code.
And Super Collider, the software you mentioned, how does it work? For us, we novices.
I have absolutely no idea. How does it work? What's a good explanation? I did a workshop with a colleague of mine, and she said, "Oh, I finally get it. I'm giving instructions. Like each line of code is an instruction to the program to do something. So you're saying, you wanted to do this 3 times or 4 times, or you want to pick these random numbers, and you build up a set of instructions. Is basically what you're doing there. So I guess in the most simplified sense, that's how it works.
Yes.
When it works.
I'm a trumpet player myself, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
More traditional. So how does the trumpet fit into it? What made you want to bring the trumpet into it?
That just kind of happened. I was playing at EMF camp a couple of years ago, and I'd taken the trumpet with me. I'm not really quite sure why. And some guys, they were banging away with it. I just went and got the trumpet and put in the electronic mute and played along. And I thought, well, this kind of, I should try and do this. And especially with being a kind of a chill out thing, I thought, well, that'll be really nice. Some gamelan samples, some trumpet, bags of reverb. What could go wrong,
Yeah, absolutely. We really loved your sound.
Thank you.
Organic kind of sound. With the electric mute, how does that work?
The electric mute, there's a couple of companies that make them. It's designed as a practice mute. So you can actually play it in a hotel room, and it's really, really, really quiet. But it's also got an electronic output, so you can use it as a pickup. And the advantage there is playing live like this, there's no acoustic trumpet sound that the audience is going to hear. So you're just getting the pure sound of it. The problem is what with the gamelan samples being not quite in a Western tuning, and the mute itself doesn't, it's very technical stuff, so it doesn't quite play in tune.
Yeah.
So I have to use a lot of adjustment on the valves. It's one of the frustrating things about practice mutes is they say they play in tune, but they actually don't. Just smiling like a trumpet player.
Aware of what you mean, yeah. Okay, just one more thing.
Yeah.
Are the songs you play tonight the songs you play elsewhere? And how do you prepare for a set of
Oh, that's an interesting thing. There's a certain amount of preparation. Like you can go like really hardcore, like you've got to start with a blank screen and you start with nothing. But for this one here, you prepare the samples, you prepare some gestures. I don't need to prepare anything on the trumpet because I can make stuff up as I go along on the trumpet, So that's the improvising. So it's a balance between having some stuff prepared and some stuff improvised. I was at a conference in Leipzig the other day, and I'm thrown in the deep end. It was an international improvisation conference, and suddenly somebody said, "Oh, do some live coding?" So I quickly pulled out some stuff I had from another project and kind of whipped something together that would kind of work in that sense. Because you've got a lot of stuff that you've done, and the great thing about it, you just save the file and then pull it back up again and do something new with it.